Hello, dear children. This is my video for informal invitations and their replies. We have already done formal invitations and their replies in the previous video. Now, let us learn another type of invitations and their replies, that is, informal invitation. Informal, like in the informal letter, you've read about two kinds of letter writing, and one is formal, the other is informal. Same way, invitations formal and informal. So informal invitations more or less are like those letters only. Now, just to give a brief resume of what we have done earlier, we've done about invitations and we've read there are two kinds, formal and informal. Now let us look at the left hand side. Formal invitations are written either to one individual specifically or to many individuals together. When we are writing it to one individual, we may write it either in the card format or the letter format. So both the formats are used to write a formal invitation to one specific individual. For example, when we have to invite just one person for some occasion, so to that person we may either invite him writing the invitation in a card format that we have already discussed, or we may invite him writing the invitation in a letter format. But when we are writing to many people at one time, means with one invitation we are inviting more than one individuals, we are inviting many individuals, like in the school functions we are inviting parents, like in the weddings we are inviting many people with one card only. So there only the card format works. So try to understand it this way. We cannot be writing individually to everyone the same kind of language. Only when we write to a specific person, we should use the letter format. In the paper, it will be very much clear to you whether you're supposed to write the card or the letter format. But in any case, if only the word invitation is written, means you have to attempt a formal invitation, and if nothing is written for the format, you will use the card format only. Now the second kind, move to the right side, informal invitation. It follows the format of an informal letter that we've been writing since our previous classes. Now just go through this. Extending invitations to their friends and relatives on occasions like marriage, birthday, engagement, public function, etc. is a part of social etiquettes. As a part of our social manners, we have to extend invitations to our friends, to our relatives, and to many people. Now, these invitations can be in the form of an invitation card, which is a formal way of inviting people, or it can be in the form of a note or a letter, which is a more informal way of inviting somebody. So, let us start learning about how we are supposed to write the informal way of inviting somebody. The note format is also there. There are three kinds actually: card format, note format, letter format. So we are not doing the note format, never it has been there. So we are just following the card format and the letter format. Now I want you to, in the coming 6 slides, I want you to compare the two invitations for the same question. One is formal and the other is informal way of writing it. So here in front of you, it is a formal invitation where Messrs. Eline Fashions announces the opening of its new showroom at 45 M Block Market, Mayur Vihar 2, New Delhi. Inauguration is on date, time, venue is given, and who the celebrity will be, who will be inaugurating. It will be Ritu Sharma. All are cordially invited. And the highlight or the attraction of the event is inaugural discount of 15% on all purchases. RSVP Eline Shah. Now this can also be where you've made some drawing also. This can also be the way to write an invitation if you are good at it, but this is very much a formal invitation. Now the same invitation is to be written in an informal manner. Let us see how. Dear Nidhi, so kindly observe that when you are writing it to a specific individual, only then you are writing it in a letter format. So this is actually the note format. Dear Nidhi, finally my dream to open an exclusive fashion house has come true. The inauguration is on 8 February. Remember how we used to talk about Ritu Sharma's Style Sense, the renowned stylist? Well, guess what? She's the chief guest. We will have an exclusive photograph with her. Do come to 45 M Block Market, Mayur Vihar 2 at 10 am. Well, that is where my dream project, Mrs. Eline Fashions, is. I look forward to your presence at the inaugural function. Yours, Eline Shah. So you have just written it like a letter. Now another example, formal invitation. You can see it is Mr. and Mrs. JP Mehra are requesting for the presence of the guest on the auspicious occasion of the first birthday party of their daughter Mahika, and date, time, venue is given at the end. Now the same invitation can be written informally in this way. The address is given, the date is given, and then we write the salutation. Dear Vipin, you will be pleased to know that our Mahika has turned 1. To celebrate this occasion, we have organized a party on so and so date, time, venue is all given. We will be glad if you come along with Meeta and the kids. No regrets, no excuses, and of course no gifts. Yours affectionately, Jay and Amita. So the same question that is written here in the formal card format is written in the informal way in a letter format. So this you need to know how we need to write it. Now this previous one was actually the note format, but if you just write the sender's address, date, salutation dear Nidhi, and you remove this box, and it becomes a letter format. This is what we have to do in the informal invitation, that is in the letter format. Now this is the third example that I am giving you. Mrs. and Mr. N.K. Khanna request the pleasure of your benign presence on the occasion of the marriage of their daughter Aditi with Mehul, son of so and so, on date, time, venue is given, RSVP. I've taught you to write it on the left hand side, so keep it on the left only. So this is of course the card format that we have already discussed in the previous video. Now the same invitation, if written to one individual, now this is written to many. Card format, remember, card format is to be written for many invitees, many people, where there are a lot of people to be invited. But if the same question comes to be for a single invitee, that is Vipin is to be invited for the same occasion, the invitation will become informal. You can see the sender's address, date, salutation, the same occasion, Aditi's wedding, date, time, venue you will give. We look forward to your presence along with your family at the wedding. Rest when we meet. Yours affectionately, Nirbhay and Meeta. So I hope you, with these 3 examples, you've been able to make out how we are going to attempt the same question for formal invitation and the same question for informal invitation. Remember, in the if you have observed, in the formal invitation we had discussed that we are supposed to write in a single sentence in third person, but in the informal invitation, let us know what is the difference. Informal invitations follow the pattern of ordinary personal letters. These letters are written to relatives, friends, and acquaintances. Now, the characteristics of the informal invitations are: These letters are first, second person presentations. So no third person here like in the formal invitations. Person feelings and emotions find an expression here. Though in the formal invitation we just write whatever is required. The standard expression, the purpose, day, date, time, venue, the host and the name of the guest if required. But here we don't need that. Informal invitations can, along with what is written in the formal invitation, can give space for personal feelings and emotions also. Means this is some kind of a intimation, some kind of content which shows that you are well acquainted with that person who you are writing to. Then the third point, the writer's address is given in the usual place, that as is given in the informal letter. The salutation is usually dear plus name, means dear Raj, dear Ravi, etc. and etc. The date of writing is given, but the year is generally omitted. No, you may write the year also, but generally it is the date only, because you are inviting not for the next year or not for next to next year. You are inviting for this year, so there is no need to write year. Just the date is enough, the date and the month. Now the style and the tone are relaxed and informal. We don't have to be very formal with our language here. Different tenses are used as the sense demands. Now in the formal invitations, in the formal invitations it was just that the use of only the single present tense was supposed to be there, but here we may use different kinds of senses as the question demands us to. The complimentary clause is yours sincerely. We do not write yours sincerely in the formal invitations, but here we do write it like the way we write in informal letters. Now this is the format of an informal invitation. Sender's address, date, salutation, then comes the body of the invitation, yours truly or sincerely or lovingly, name and your designation according to the question. Now just observe closely, it is the format of an informal letter. Now let us see a few examples with which you will be more clear about how to attempt informal invitations. Smith Menon has come out successful in the medical entrance examination. He has decided to throw a party to his friends to celebrate this occasion. Draft an informal invitation giving details of venue, time and date. Do not exceed 50 words. Now this is the answer to this question. Informal invitation requires an address. So the sender's address, the date, salutation, dear friend, and the language is very simple. I have the pleasure to inform you that I've arranged a small get together at my residence on day, date, time, venue you've given, and then you will tell about what is the occasion. The occasion is to celebrate my selection in the medical entrance examination. Please join us and enjoy the company of my family members. Yours lovingly, Smith Menon. So it's more or less like a letter only. Here is another question. Oxford International School, Shimla, is organizing a debate contest in the school conference hall. You've decided to invite a renowned politician, Karuna Desai, to grace the occasion. Now see, this is an invitation which could have been a question for formal invitation as well. But here it is, two things have to be noticed. One, draft an informal invitation for her in about 50 words. It is written, it is mentioned that we have to write an invitation in an informal manner, in an informal way. That means in a letter format. Second thing that we have to note here is that we are using this informal way to write this invitation just because it is to be written to one person, one specific person, one particular person, that is a renowned politician, Karuna Desai. If the same invitation had to be written to a lot of people, informal invitation could not have been written. So, of course, the sender's address, date, salutation. You are requested to grace your noble presence. Remember, we've not been writing in the third person here. We are using the first or the second person as per the sense demands. You are requested to grace your noble presence at a debate contest to be held on day, date, time, venue. Your illustrious personality will boost the moral and enthusiasm of our participants. Kindly confirm your acceptance. Yours truly, Karthike. So, because it is to be written in this manner, in an informal way, so how it is written, just take a note of it. Then comes question 3. You are Akash or Aarti of 74C Press Colony, Nangal. Write an informal invitation to your friend Rishabh, inviting him to attend your daughter's marriage ceremony. Now, this is a clear question where you have to write it to a friend in an informal way. Dear Rishabh, you will be glad to know that Sonali's wedding has been fixed and the big occasion will take place on day, date, time, venue. Kindly attend the wedding and bless the newly wedded couple. Yours affectionately, Akash. Here is another question which might confuse you otherwise if I do not discuss it. You are Pranav Agarwal of 11D, Uttam Nagar, New Delhi. You are opening a new branch of your business house, Modern Electronics and Appliances at A6, Lajpat Nagar, New Delhi on 9th March 2000 so and so at 10 am. Write an informal invitation to your uncle to attend the inaugural ceremony of the new branch. Just give it a thought in your mind. If you had to write about this invitation in a formal manner, means if you had to write a formal invitation for the same, how would you write it? The host, the standard expression, the occasion, day, date, time, venue, RSVP. Okay, but the same invitation is now to be written in an informal manner. So let us see how it is written. Sender's address, date, salutation. With the grace of God and your blessings, I am diversifying my business concern. A new branch of our Modern Electronics and Appliances will be inaugurated at, you give the address of where you are going to open your new branch, time, date, venue, everything will come here. And in the end, you write, please do come to join the ceremony and shower your blessings on us. And then you write the complimentary close as yours sincerely and your name, Pranav Agarwal. Here is another question. Again, if I leave it undiscussed, it will confuse you otherwise. You are Parmeet. Now, as I speak the question, just gather a thought in your mind as to how you will write it as a formal invitation first. You are Parmeet, the president of the English Literary and Cultural Society of DAV Public School, Dwarka, New Delhi. Host is Parmeet, president of the English Literary and Cultural Society of DAV Public School, Dwarka, New Delhi. So, Parmeet, if you are writing a formal invitation, Parmeet, you will write after RSVP, below RSVP, and the host will be the president of the English Literary and Cultural Society of DAV Public School, Dwarka, New Delhi. Now, let us move ahead. Host we've got. Let us use the standard expression. Invites you to join would be okay. Solicits your benign presence. Looking forward to your gracious presence. So, any of these you can use. Now, let us move towards the purpose, the third value point in the formal invitation. You are going to organize an interzonal declamation competition on the topic communication skills in modern world. So the occasion is, you are, as president, you are inviting whom? You wish to invite Shri P.C. Mehra, an eminent educationist, to preside over the function to be held on so and so date at 9 am. Now, we were on, like we had discussed, who the host is, solicits or your benign presence on the occasion of interzonal declamation competition on the topic communication skills in modern world. Then thereafter, think how you're going to invite Shri P.C. Mehra. Okay, so how you're going to invite? You should invite gracious presence or invites Shri P.C. Mehra in the beginning to preside over the function to be held on day, date, time, venue. Looking forward for a positive response, for a favorable response from your side. And you will write RSVP Parmeet. This is your answer in a formal format, formal invitation, in a card format. But because you are supposed to, we are doing informal invitations here, nothing is mentioned in this question whether we have to write a formal or an informal invitation. But because we are doing in this particular video, we are discussing the informal invitation, so let us write it the informal way. DAV Public School, Dwarka, New Delhi. Date, salutation. Host is the English Literary and Cultural Society of our school is organizing. You will give the the occasion, day, date, time, venue, and kindly consent to preside over the said program. Yours sincerely, Parmeet. So I hope you are able to make the difference as to how you are going to attempt the same question for formal and informal invitation. Now comes replies to informal invitations. Replies are as simple as the invitations, informal invitations are. We are not using any formal language here. We are not writing in the third person here. So let us see how we are going to attempt it. You are Oshin Malhotra of this address. You have been invited by the principal of St. Joseph Public School, Lajpat Nagar, New Delhi, to act as one of the judges at a debate contest to be held on 15 January 2019. But you are unable to accept this invitation due to a previous engagement. Write an informal reply to the principal expressing your inability to accept the invitation. Now, as soon as the word informal comes, remember, we are not writing the reply in the card format. We will be using the letter format. So, this is your answer. Address, date, salutation. I really feel a great honor. Now, if it was a formal invitation, I would not have been there. What would have been there? Just give it a thought in your mind, dear children. Yes. Mr. Who? Mr. Oshin Malhotra. Okay. So the answer would have been, would have begun with this name. I really feel a great honor on being invited to act as one of the judges at a debate contest to be held on 15 January in your school, but I am unable to accept this invitation due to my previous engagement. I send my good wishes for its success. Yours truly, Oshin Malhotra. In the formal invitation, we write it as, Oshin Malhotra feels a great honor on being invited, but he is unable to accept this invitation. He sends his good wishes for the success of this event. We write in third person. So that is the comparison I want you to understand. Now, here we have shown our disability to accept this invitation. Oshin Malhotra could not accept this invitation because he is engaged in a previous engagement. Some other engagement is there. He is involved somewhere else. So this was a decline to the invitation. In the next question, the same person for the same event is writing an informal reply, but here he is accepting the invitation. So what will be the change? The last line of the letter of the invitation. I confirm my presence at the program and send my good wishes for its success. The same way the formal invitations are written, but only the format and the pronoun has to be kept in mind. Now here is another question. You are PC Mehra, an eminent educationist. We had written an invitation for the same. I've taken the reply to this. You've been invited to preside over a literary program, interzonal declamation competition, to be held on August 10 at 9 am. Write an informal reply to the President Parmeet accepting the invitation. So, the address, date, Dear Parmeet, and you will sign yourself as PC Mehra. Many thanks. This is the way we are writing in the formal invitation reply also, formal replies to the invitations also, because we first express our thanks for inviting us for this particular occasion, at what time, what date, and what venue. So in the first line we express our thanks. In the second line we tell whether we will accept it or we will deny it for some reason. You have to give the reason, and then you give good wishes for the same. So in the same way we are writing it in the informal letter also, informal invitation also. So many thanks for inviting me to preside over the interzonal declamation competition to be held on August 10 at 9 am. I shall be highly delighted to attend the function and enjoy listening to the views of students. It will be kind of you if you could provide me with official transport. So that is an extra addition. Yours truly, PC Mehra. Now the same person for the same event is declining the invitation. Let us see how he writes. So in the first line, of course, express your thanks for being invited. You need to speak about in the same sentence about the occasion for which you were invited, day, date, time, and venue. But here you are declining it. So, but I'm sorry to say that I shall not be able to attend the same due to a prior appointment with my doctor. You have to give the reason. You carry marks for the reason that you give when you are declining the invitation. With warm regards, yours truly, PC Mehra. And here I come to the end of the discussion of the informal invitations. I hope you understood it well and will be able to attempt the questions that come for formal and informal invitation now. Good luck, dear children. God bless.